Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome. Happy Sunday. Good evening. We had to kind of switch it up a little bit because we had some things going on this morning. So we decided to stream live tonight for our weekly analysis. I hope you guys are doing pretty good. We're going to give everybody a few more minutes and we're going to hop right in it. We're not going to waste too much time tonight, but we're going to get right in it. That way we can get in and out and get our analysis. The markets are live currently right now, and we'll see what this week has in store for us. One of the things I can tell you guys is that we got a lot of news this week. Every single day, a lot of news. We got CPI on CAD, so we're gonna dig into it and we're gonna see what opportunities we can capitalize on. I'm looking forward to it. I kind of look forward to the markets every week anyway, so we'll see what they have in store. All right. Additionally, if you guys have any pairs you want to see marked up, put them in the chat and I'll be happy to mark them jokers up for you. Any pairs see marked up, please add into the chat. All right. And so we're gonna give everybody about one more minute, and I'm hoping y'all had a pretty good weekend. My weekend was pretty busy dealing with my boys and football. It's that time of the season where it's football and all of that kind of stuff, so it's busy around these parts, but it's always great to do stuff with my boys and my wife and all of that good stuff, so you know how it is. But let's get into it, man. So we always start off, for those who are new, we always start off with a word of prayer. All right. Dear Heavenly Father, I want to thank you for this day, Lord. I want to thank you for life, health, and strength. I want to thank any and everybody who come in contact with this particular channel. I pray that this channel continue to add value and that it help those whoever encounter this particular channel, Lord. I pray those who are trading this week that they have patience, that they see the market in its entirety and with clarity, that they really adhere to their trading plan, and they wait for the confirmations, Lord. I pray that any and everyone that trades this week, that they'll be profitable, more profitable than they were last week. And Lord, I just continue to hope that this particular resource can possibly make, if not just one person, financially free, that it can help them, Lord, and their family. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. All right, let's get into it, y'all. Like I said, I'm always excited to get into the markets, and so let's go ahead and do it. So we always start off with Forex Factory just to see what's going on this week, because we all know that the fundamental news, the fundamental analysis affect our pairs in a major way sometimes, depending on what it is. So as we can see, on Monday, we got AUD, we got monetary policy at 8:30 Central. That's for anyone that's trading anything Australian dollar. That's what we have. All right. On Tuesday, we got CAD. We got big news for CAD. We got CPI, Consumer Price Index, and we also have news for USD as well. We got the Chinese yuan around 8:15 during our Asian session. So just be mindful that Tuesday is a big day for the CAD, the Canadian dollar, okay? Just be mindful of that. Going into Wednesday for our London session, for the British pound, we have Consumer Price Index for that as well. And then we have FOMC, that good old FOMC for USD around 1 p.m. Okay, so let's be mindful of that when that happens. All right, we want to be mindful of FOMC because that happens usually in the middle of the day, afternoon, for those who are in Central Time, and the markets usually have a lot of volatility, so we want to be mindful of what's going on in the markets at that time. Okay, also we have it at 1 and 1:30 p.m. Okay, 5:45 we have NZD, which is going to be pushing off as well. And then for Thursday, we have the chef. We have monetary policy for the Swiss franc at 2:30 during our London session. Okay, all of that day we have chef tentative news. So Thursday will be a big Swiss franc day. Just be mindful of that. And then kicking it off for our, in the morning, we have the British pound monetary policy as well. So we'll definitely have a lot of movement and volatility for the British pound. 7:30 that morning, we got unemployment claims, and we got Fed manufacturing index for the USD. We got some news for USD around 9 as well. And we have the Japanese yen tentatively all that day. So let's just be mindful of that the markets can be a little topsy-turvy for the Japanese yen for those who are trading GJ, things like that, ENJ, USD, JPY, all of that kind of thing. Thursday, just be mindful of the pairs that you're trading, okay? Then closing it off on Friday, we got the British pound during our London session. We got the Japanese yen again most of that day, 2:15. We got the euro, 2:30 we got the euro, and 3 o'clock we got the euro. So London will be a euro day on Friday. Then 3:30 we got the British pound, and then closing it off for our New York session, we got CAD, and we have flash service PMI for USD. All right, so let's just be mindful of that when we're trading this week. Like I said, we got a lot of news this week, so just be mindful when you're in the markets. Make sure you look at the markets with clarity. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it, y'all. We're gonna start it off with Euro USD. All right, we're gonna kick it off with the euro just to see what the markets are doing, kind of get a big picture on where they might go and all of that kind of thing. All right, so overall we can see that the euro has been bullish, and the euro has been retracing on this leg here, on this daily leg here. We've been getting a massive retracement, okay? And we can see last week that price, it kind of broke through this daily demand here, okay? And then down in this area here, as we can see, this is our daily breakup structure. We didn't necessarily get any body closures, but we can see we got two candles that kind of wick the bottom, the higher low of this particular structure, and then kind of came, kind of gave us some bullish momentum, okay? So let's drop over to our 4-hour time frame and let's look at our 4-hour structure, okay? So if we're looking at 4-hour structure here on EU, we can see that we're currently bearish, okay? We got lower high, lower low, lower high, and lower low. So right now we're playing in between this leg of structure here on the 4-hour time frame. But one of the things that we can see is the market is creating bullish momentum. We have a bullish, bearish, bullish, followed by another bullish, bearish, bullish here, okay? And so we all know that these are continuation patterns, okay? And so one of the things that we're probably looking for EU, since it didn't necessarily close below our daily with body candles, I want to see if price will actually come up, maybe take out this unhealthy price action here, and maybe it can break our 4-hour structure and maybe continue bullish. We'll see we'll see exactly what it entails, but we can actually correlate that with our other pairs and actually see exactly what's going on. Okay, let's go ahead and throw on our 15-minute structure just to look at price action, just to see what's going on. So right now, as of last week, we can see that we had a break of structure on our 15-minute time frame. So let's look at that. Okay, so from a 15-minute perspective, we can see that we had, higher high. Let's see, wait a second. Let's dial this back a tad. All right. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Come down in this area. Okay, our actual break of structure is actually here. No, wait a second. Yes, that's correct. Our breakup structure is actually here, so it's just a tad bit lower. Okay, so this is our breakup structure here, and as we can see, price came down in this area and is possibly retested in this area here. So as far as our 4-hour structure, you know, this is our 4-hour premium area up in this area here. And so one of the things, since we're still bearish, we're still looking for sales. Okay, so price comes up to this area here. We can see maybe if it'll tap into this this 4-hour supply and continue its momentum to the downside. That's a great possibility, because a lot of times we look at the 4-hour for our trades, so we want to be mindful of that 4-hour structure. We don't necessarily want to just impulsively say I'm going to buy all the way up into this area, you know, and just anticipate the buys. So we just got to be mindful of where we are within structure, because right now, if we look at this from a 15-minute perspective, we actually had a break of structure going back up to the upside. So check this out. This area right here. Okay, price came down here, give us a pullback, broke down again here. Okay, because if you look at this, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 candles that broke away from this candle here. So that is a valid pullback. Okay, and if we look over in this area, we do have body closures above this, so that would deem that, you know, price, you know, is pretty much going back up. And that also correlates with those 4-hour bullish, bearish, bullish patterns. So let's go back to the 4-hour and actually mark that up. Okay, so currently right now we're resting within this 4-hour bullish, bearish, bullish here. Okay, and we'll notate that here. Bullish, bearish, bullish. Okay, so price is currently resting in this area here. This is a bullish, bearish, bullish as well, but this pattern has not completed, and I'm looking for this candle here to close above this candle here. All right, so being that we know that this is a bullish, bearish, bullish, we have a 15-minute break of structure in this area here. That gives us a few confirmations that say price will, you know, go to the upside instead of actually breaking this area here and continuing down for now. Okay, so right now, one of the things I would like to see is for price to, you know, possibly break this liquidity here, take out this liquidity, give us another pullback. Okay, because that will indicate that the bullish candle on the 4-hour has broken that bearish candle here, you know, well, actually in this area here. Let's actually set an alert right here. Okay, we can say, EU breaks short-term high. Yeah, we can use that. Okay, we'll use that for this area here, because if it breaks that area, like I said, that'll give us an indication that we have another continuation, and we can wait for price to come into this candle here and possibly ride that up to possibly this discounted area up in this area here. Okay, so we are pretty much looking bullish on the 15-minute, but we want to wait for more confirmations. We don't necessarily want to take any trades today, so we'll just be patient and wait for the market and see what it's going to give us. This here, let's actually put this in our Discord. That way everybody can actually get this alert. All right, that way everybody will get that particular alert. So right now on EU, that's what we see currently right now. And like I said, I'm ultimately looking for a price to come up to this area here and then possibly continue sales to the downside. All right, so now let's go over to USD CAD. Remember, we have a lot of news on USD CAD, and I believe it's on Tuesday. Yes, on Tuesday. So Tuesday would be a huge Canadian day. All right, so currently right now on USD CAD, we're bullish from a daily perspective. Now that's opposite of EU currently right now. Not necessarily. Let me say that again. So EU is bullish. This one is showing bullish as well. One of them will turn around because this USD is in the numerator as opposed to EU being in the denominator. Okay, so we want to be patient. That's one of the reasons why we want to be patient, because this here can actually break this structure, give us a retest, and continue to the downside. We don't know yet. Being that we have CPI on Tuesday, it's going to be a lot of movement with this particular pair. So right now we're bullish. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw on our 4-hour structure and see exactly what we're looking at. And we can see that our 4-hour structure is actually correlating with our daily as well. So we're bullish on the daily and the 4-hour. We want to be extremely patient to see exactly what's going to happen on this particular pair. I really don't want to really move with this pair just now. I want to see if it'll possibly break this area here and give us more confirmation on Monday before we kind of make an assessment. I mean, we can go to the 15-minute. I can throw on our current structure just to kind of look. It did give us a break of structure on the 15-minute here. We have body closures and things like that. But like I said, I want to be a tad bit more patient with this and just kind of let the market play out today and tomorrow to see what it's going to give us as the weeks come, as the week kind of come along within itself. Okay, so like I said, right now USD CAD is bullish, but we want to be patient and see exactly what it's going to give us. Okay, all right, let's move on to AU. AU is probably one of those pairs that I really like. It moves really smooth, and so this is one of those pairs that we can just kind of look at and see exactly what it's going to give us. We can see some time back we had a break of structure on our daily time frame, but currently right now we can see our daily is bearish. We have a high, lower low, lower high, and lower low down in this area here. Price is currently tapping into our daily demand, and so let's go ahead and look at our 4-hour structure to see what price is looking like from that perspective. All right, so right now on our 4-hour, we're kind of playing within this leg here. We can see we have a low here. Price came up a bit, came down, and kind of just consolidated down in this area. We really didn't get any body closures down in this area. Everything kind of stopped within this same level. We have body closures that stopped right on that level, come up again, and then it kind of broke through a little bit. Okay, so right now this is our current swing low. We're bearish on AU. So let's go ahead and look at our other structure just to kind of see exactly what we're looking at. All right. Let's go to the 15-minute. So on the 15-minute, kind of sort of way back when, we had a 15-minute break of structure in this area here. As you guys can see, lower low, lower high, lower low, break of structure, price came back to retest. And then from there, we started producing higher highs and higher lows. We can see higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Okay, we came down, produced another, let's see, higher low, and then another higher high in this area here. All right, and so we're in a bullish momentum right now. We're in a bullish momentum from a 15-minute perspective. However, we're still bearish when we're looking at the H4. So from there, let's go ahead and take our fibs just to see exactly where our golden zone is, so we can be mindful where we are within the market at all times. Okay, because we don't necessarily want to trade in this particular area unless we get a turnaround on the 15-minute time frame, or possibly a continuation. Okay, so right now like I said, we're bullish on the 15-minute, and let's see. One of the things I would like to see is for price to come down a little bit further in this area. Hold on 1 second. We got a lot of body closures here. Let me see here. 1, 2. Yeah, I would like to see price come down a little bit further, just for my comfort. I wouldn't want to do anything up in this area here. Just, to me, it's just a little bit choppy. So I like to see price come down a little bit further before it kind of goes up. Or additionally, we can just be patient. You know, we can just be patient, kind of let price come up to this area. We can set an alert as to when price actually gets up to this golden zone. That way we can possibly look for the reversal. AU hits H4 golden zone. Okay. Make sure everyone gets this in our Discord. All right, there we go. All right, we'll just be patient. Like I said, as always, one of the things I do want to look at though, if we can see that we have an order block right here that hasn't been mitigated. It's just sitting here. 15-minute. And so we can also set an alert here to see when price will break this low, just for giggles. AU breaks short-term low. Okay, so we'll just wait for that and kind of see exactly what price is going to do, and let it play out. All right, let's look at GU. Let's look at that British pound. Let's go to our daily. So on the daily time frame, we're bearish. Okay, on GU, we can see that we had a break of structure here. Make that a little bigger. Price came down, broke this structure here. We had body closures. Price came up, gave us a retest into the supply zone here, and then price dropped off. Okay, price came all the way down and currently tapped into this daily demand here. Okay, so if we go to our 4-hour structure, we can see currently right now we have lower low, lower high, and lower low. Okay, so right now this is our high point here. All right, and then down in this area here, price almost looks as though it wants to give us a bullish, bearish, bullish pattern. We want to kind of wait and be patient on that. But let's go ahead and go to our 15-minute just to kind of look and see what price is doing at this particular moment. Okay, so right now from a 15-minute perspective, we can see that we are currently bearish as well. Let's see, so right now I'm going to look at this as my 15-minute high that needs to be broken before we look for price to actually turn around. GU 15-minute BOS. Okay, so that's what we want to see with GU. Like all the other pairs, we want to kind of be patient and kind of see how the market is going to play out for us, because it could possibly go lower because we are bearish still, but I would like to see a bigger retracement up into this area before it kind of continues to the downside. Okay, hold on 1 second though. If we're looking at the 4-hour, okay, I'm sorry you guys, this is 4-hour structure down here. I'll show you guys why this is 4-hour structure. Move this down here as well. This is 4-hour structure because from a 4-hour perspective, we have a candle here, and we have 1, 2, 3. We have a 3 candle pullback, and it actually broke this low here. Okay, so this is our 4-hour structure in this area here. All right, this is our last low that got broken here. So we're currently down in this area here. 15-minute perspective. Like I said, market is a bit choppy. I don't like the way this looks. It's not clean market structure, but from a 4-hour perspective, this is what we're looking at right now. All right, so we just want to be patient, wait for the market to play out today and tomorrow, and then coming into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll have better market structure to actually see exactly what we can work with. All right, let's go to the golden girl. That golden girl. All right, now looking at gold, we can see gold is bearish. Okay, from a daily perspective, lower low, lower high, lower low. Okay, price is kind of coming up in this area, tapping into the supply zone here. All right, let's drop to our 4-hour. Look at our 4-hour structure. Now, from a 4-hour perspective, we can see that we were bullish. Okay, higher high, higher low, higher high. Price is down here, kind of wicked the 4-hour structure, but didn't necessarily break through. Okay, price is coming up right now, kind of tapped into this supply zone here. I don't think I actually already have that. Yep. Okay, here we go. Price tapped into this 4-hour supply here, and then we kind of closed the week. On a daily, we closed the week with a major exhaustion here. All right, so 4-hour time frame, we're looking to see more bearish momentum. In this area here, we had a huge bullish, bearish, bullish, and price can possibly come, tap into this, and maybe continue to the upside. Okay, because there are a couple of areas that we're looking for price to possibly, that can possibly tap into. For one, we have this area all the way up here that hasn't been mitigated yet. However, on the daily, we are bearish. And from a daily perspective, we did retest within this golden zone, and we broke off to give this bearish momentum down in this area here. Okay, so let's look at something for a second. All right, you guys, I see something that can possibly change my whole thought process and trajectory. Okay, yes. All right, check this out. And this happens. Sometimes you have to reevaluate and redo your analysis. This was bearish a long time ago, and I'm gonna show you guys why. We had price to come up here, and this is why I like remarking up live, because you can actually see this stuff and you can readjust. That way you can understand what you're doing and where you're going. Okay, if we come up here, we can see we got this candle here, but then it broke down. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 candles here, and we got price to break bullish again, which took out this high here, body closures and everything above it. So when we're actually looking at this, this was our H4 break of structure here, all the way up here. Okay, from there, we didn't necessarily come back into premium pricing. Let's check it out. Here and here, we didn't necessarily make it back up here. All right, but we can see price definitely gave us a retracement, and then it broke down again. So if that's the case, I need to change my bias from bullish to bearish, and that's okay, because we're still doing weekly analysis, and when you're going through these type of things, you can catch the things that you missed and all of that kind of thing, which is great. So let's actually go through that. So right now, like I said, we're going to change our bias totally to bearish right now. So now the 4 hour and the daily are both in sync with each other. Okay, so right now, this is my strong area here. I need to change this. So I'm not looking for price to break this area. Let's see, H4 strong. All right, and this is the area I'm looking for it to break through, in this area right here. So on gold, we got some nice opportunity right now, especially where price is right now. So price kind of wicked up in this area here, which was actually a small 15-minute supply zone right here. Wicked up in this area right here. Okay, it actually broke through this area here. We had a bullish, bearish, bullish, but we can see price broke through that. So that's probably a break of structure on a smaller time frame. Yes, it is. That's a break of structure on the 5-minute right here. But for us, we like to wait for 15-minute breaks of structure first. That's a bigger confirmation for me when I'm taking trades and looking at things like that. But we can see we definitely had a 5-minute break of structure here, and that can be some breadcrumbs to let us know that price wants to turn around because we're at a nice level. So let's just look at this from a risk management perspective. We came up here, that's about 75 pips or whatever. Let's look if we did a 1 to 3 or whatever the case may be, because we don't take anything less than a 1 to 3. Okay, that's a 1 to 3, and that's actually going all the way down to the bottom structure. Now, being that this is a 4-hour type of situation, that's the type of risk management that I'm not really prepared to do. I wouldn't necessarily take this particular trade. Now, if I was a swing trader, then that's possible. But for me, that risk to reward, I'm not really feeling it like that. So like I said, I like to wait for 15-minute structure a little bit more. So if we're looking at this from a 15-minute perspective, let's see. So 15-minute structure, let me go to the 15-minute here. A 15-minute structure would actually be all the way down here. Okay, so for me, I know, the ideal thing would be, to wait for this to come back and up and retest. But if that goes along with your trading plan, your trading style, that's fine. For me, my confirmations are on 15-minute structure. So I like to see 15-minute break of structures, retest, and then from there I'll drop to my 5-minute, 1-minute, things like that. And that's how I kind of do for my trading plan, things like that. I don't usually deviate too much from my trading plan, even though something looks really, really nice and things like that. So for me, that's not me. But if you're a scalper and you can catch this, hey, I'm happy for you, because right now on a 15-minute time frame, we have bearish, bullish, bearish, continuation, bearish, bullish, bearish, continuation. So price can possibly tap up into this, continue on down, and that'll be great. You know what I'm saying? So, for those who are looking at this, watching this, let's see something for a second. If we take this area here, and this is our golden zone on the 5-minute structure, and I'm putting this out here just for those who, this is your trading style and things like that. I'll put an alert right here before you get to that golden zone. Let's see, gold approaching 5-minute golden zone. Okay, because since we're at that high on the 4-hour, this will be, this will be ideal, for those who are scalpers and you're looking to take that particular trade. Comes up here, it gives you a break of structure retest to go to the downside. You can go ahead and take that. Okay, so I'll just put that up there for everyone. Let me make sure that goes into the Discord alerts. All right, so right now, like I said, I'm looking for gold to be bearish. Let's go back to that 4-hour structure. So right now, that's what I'm looking for, you know, lower low, lower high, lower low. Mark that as well. I need to change this here to high risk. Okay. This here changes to reversal. And these are pro swings. They're trading with the pro swing. All right. So that's what we're looking for. So right now we can get that 15-minute break of structure. That's what I'll be looking for to ride price down. Ultimately, I want to see price come down and take out this 4-hour swing low here, and we'll be golden. We will be golden. So that's what I'm looking at for gold, because we can possibly have some really, really good opportunities on gold this week. So like I said, for me, I want to wait for that 15-minute first. That's just for me, okay? Because the reason why I say that is because when we come to the 4-hour, higher structure is king. We got this huge bullish, bearish, bullish sitting right here, okay? And so basically what price can do currently right now is pretty much come back to retest this bullish, bearish, bullish. What price can do is come back to retest this and continue higher, because this is a continuation pattern. And being that this is on a 4-hour, you know, this will be indicating that price wants to continue higher to the upside. Now, if you're the type that wait for this retest and you can catch you a good entry to ride it down to this area, I mean, that'll be a good risk to reward for some who can actually catch it. Let's just say if you catch it up in this area here, ride it down here, that's more than a 1 to 3 if you can catch it, okay? But for me, like I said, I will rather wait for those confirmations that I'm waiting for. But just to be mindful, we do have a bullish, bearish, bullish sitting down in this area, just waiting right before that 15-minute structure. So we want to be mindful of that. All right. Last but not least, let's move over to NZD Chef. Okay. Let's look at our daily. So on NZD Chef, we can see that we are bearish. We got a low, we got a high, lower low, lower high, and lower low, okay? And we can see that price is currently coming up, approaching this daily supply here. So we're still currently bearish on NZD Chef. So that's one of the things that we want to wait for. If we come here and look at our H4 structure, on the H4 time frame, we are bullish. We can see we just recently broke the our H4 high. So we just want to be mindful of what price is, because what price can possibly do is come back, give us a retest in this demand zone here and continue higher. So that's some of the things that we have on these particular pairs. Hey, you guys, that's our weekly forecast for this particular week. I'll be really, really active in the chat. I hope you guys have a great trading week. Be mindful of the news. And if you have any questions, don't be afraid to hit me up in the chat, and I'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend.